What's up team? Welcome back. Professor Mike, Coach T here from Gracie Barrow, Round A Leeds here in the UK. Monday, start of the week, let's start something new. Guard passing this week. Going to start with one of my favourite passers. Why? Because I'm old and I'm slow, so I like to pressure pass. And I'm fat as well, so I like to pressure pass, right? We've got to get a position where we can slow these wriggly young jiu-jitsu players down, right? And dominate the position. The stack pass does that beautifully in my opinion. Not going to look at opening guards this week. If you want to know what that is like, check back through our archives. There's loads of videos there. We're just going to look specifically at the stack pass position and how I like to do it. So, here we go. Coach T's been warmed up. All right, cool. So, however we elevate one leg, doesn't matter, but know this. If I apply pressure to one side of my opponent's hip line, the other hip side comes up. If I apply pressure this way, this hip will come up. And this is the side that I want to attack, right? So this can come from being inside my opponent's guard, let's say in combat base. Here, look. And I apply pressure with my knee. This will come up. I'll swim through, and I'm aiming to get the crook of my opponent's knee on my shoulder. All right? That's where we're aiming, on the shoulder, right? It can come from there. It can come from here. Maybe we come this side and swim. However I want to do it, but I want to get the crook of my opponent's knee to my shoulder. Simultaneously, the hand underneath the leg will shoot deep into my opponent's collar. I want to be connected because at this point, if he pushes away with his hamstrings, he can create distance. So as soon as I come through to this position, I will grip, even if it's low on the lapel. I don't mind, but I've got to have a connection to my opponent. Okay? A lot of times when we're here, we'll have one hand in already. All right, it'll probably be the opposite side because obviously to get under this leg, I'd have to let go. So if I've got control here, I apply some pressure, I come underneath and I shoot. As I do, I will retract this arm. Okay, when we're passing guard, we want to be thinking about feeding a rope through our hands. If we extend one arm, we pull one arm back. We never want both arms extended when we're passing the guard. Okay, so as I come through, I will pass to here, go thumb in. All right? Now, I want to cinch this back up, so I apply pressure. I come forward my body, I'm aiming to put his knee on his nose. Okay, that is the reference point. That's the cue. So I push forward, aiming to put the knee on the nose. As I do that, I'm going to sink my arm deeper through, as deep as I can. Why? Because the deeper I can get this arm, the less he's able to push me away. If I'm here, of course, he can push me to here. If I'm here, he can only push me to here. All right? It's only 6 inches, but that makes a massive difference, all right, when we're pressure passing. This way, Coach T, please. So we're in the guard position. We've got our grips. You apply pressure, come underneath, switch arms. We come deep. We go knee to nose. Look how his hips have been elevated. I'll now retract this hand between and grab my opponent's pants at the back and I will lift his hips up. All right? And I will place them on top of my knee, shelving his hips. Okay? That now gives me a free hand. All right? It's a deal on the inside here. There's lots of ways to pass. But today we're just talking about putting his knee on his nose. All right? We apply pressure. I think it was Fabio Gagel said, when you put your opponent in a back position, stop. We want to stop here. We can use this hand to apply more pressure. When we're ready, we re-grip. We move our knee and we lift our chest. And his hips will drop into the position where my knee was without any space. I will swim through, control the hip line, come through and establish a very, very solid side control position. And that's the beauty of the pressure pass, is that there are no gaps. All right, when we pass through the legs, we're immediately into that solid side control position. All right, doesn't give our opponent any chance to escape. So let's have a look one more time. Apply some pressure on the hip on this side, elevates the hip on the far side. Dive through, switch hands. Pressure now forward, this knee comes out the way, so I drive forward and I'm switching my grips. I'll come underneath and assist to bring his hips high and shelve them on my knee. That gives this hand access. Maybe I'll need to come through to here to clear it, all right, and trick your opponents. Having a hand free is always advantageous. If he's not doing anything to cause me problems from here, I'll come back underneath the hips, take a grip, my elbows into my own hip. I'll move my knee position, keep that stack. When I'm ready, I'll open up my chest, providing a path for his legs to fall to the ground. As they do, my chest will replace, I'll swim through, control the hip line, under the head, control the head, and now I have my nice tight side control position. All right, thanks Coach T. There's lots of ways to get around that stack pass when your opponent is pushing and pulling and everything else, right? But if you do this well and you can fire into this position, then you'll always be in a super strong position to pass the guard. All right, just one word of caution. If you're training with your training partners, we don't want to be stacking them onto their necks. All right, that's actually a bad thing to do anyway because they can roll through and attack your legs. But just be careful of your opponent's necks. Look them in the eye when you're applying the pressure. If you see discomfort, they can tap. All right, but if you see that their neck is stuck, just go easy, okay? Open up the chest, don't turn and throw, lift the chest. They will want their guard to be passed at that point, I promise you. All right, practice it, let me know how you go. We'll see you tomorrow for some more passing. Take care.